Ages ago, the humans of a dwindling Earth sent 3 massive colony ships through a space-time fissure on the outer edges of the solar system. 2 of those ships survived the trip and arrived in a far-flung star system with habitable worlds and unknown constellations. Those early Terran colonists uncovered ancient alien technology that allowed them to develop the mighty reactors that would power the backbone of their culture, the mecha. These massive, mechanized exosuits built the cities and settlements of a new home spread through the livable planets and moons surrounding the newfound yellow giant star, which would come to be known as Lodestar Alpha. It was during this time that the people of Lodestar Alpha experienced a sort of golden age. 3 seed ships were sent out in an attempt to expand and discover new habitable star systems before what had happened to Earth could happen again. The colonists live in relative peace for centuries, united under the rule of a noble clan called the Neo-Dominion. Then, without warning, the 3rd colony ship arrived through the space-time rift, several centuries late. Commanding unfathomable alien technology, these newcomers called themselves the Aeonic Primacy, and immediately set to work conquering and subjugating the people of Lodestar Alpha. Though human, the Aeons were alien in their methods and motives, and they quickly overpowered the militarized forces of the Neo-Dominion through the use of an ancient portal system called the Verillion Tunnels. The first of these seed ships, Nishimura, departed Lodestar Alpha over 3 centuries ago and was primarily composed of engineers, scientists, and mecha pilots. After learning of the Aeon's takeover, it was on this ship that the SABER program was born. Much has changed on Lodestar Alpha since the Nishimura's departure, and as the first of the seed ships return home, they discover that the remaining Neo-Dominion have fully integrated with the Aeons and are actively at war with the splintered remains of the Terran Collective. The war-torn system is clinging to the little hope that remains to restore peace and order as the Aeons tear through one planet after another, stripping them of their resources and leaving nothing but destruction in their wake. The elite pilots that make up the SABER programs are needed now more than ever as something ancient and sinister awakens. The Nishimura successfully made it through the space-time rift, and our young pilots were deployed when an Aeon scouting party began to attack. During the battle, SABER Unit 12 crippled 2 Gygas-class ships using EMP technology. The lives of tens of thousands of civilians were lost, and at the official graduation ceremony, the pilots realized the weight of their responsibilities as protectors, as well as the sheer might of the Aeons. With inter-party tensions building and the stakes higher than ever, can our pilots hold it together long enough to face the threats before them?
Good evening, beautiful people. Let's meet our players.
I need an editor that's good as Jesus.
God dang it, JD.
I mean, accurate. I came back in at the perfect time. So you guys, I need to run and grab a drink, but while I do that, let's go ahead and go across the way and starting in our normal order. So we'll start with Rusty Brooks, then go to Jack, then Mashi, then JD. Give us your intro, tell us who you are, where we can find you, and who you'll be playing.
Hey guys, yeah, so as Fraz said, I'm Rusty Brooks, or Ryan. I play Captain Hawkins, or Saber Zero. You can find me on Twitch under same handle, Rusty Brooks, any social ever, and just happy to be here. Jack.
I need to move in.
Hey guys, I am Jack, the pack leader. You can find me over at Twitch TV / Jack Jacos TV. Almost forgot the link to my own channel. As well on the socials, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and soon to be coming TikTok. But I'm excited to be here tonight, and I'm excited to almost die for you guys again.
Oh god.
Also, Theo's here.
Theo's here.
Hey!
Theo.
The real question, Theo, is it salad that you're getting?
Come on, Theo, get in here. Where are you?
Oh
Make sure
my
you put
god,
enough dressing
Jack.
on that
Enough just for
salad
you.
so it's
Huge.
I'm a growing boy, Brad.
make sure you keep your salad moistened.
I'm waiting for Theo to just hop on.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay.
Come on, Theo. Theo.
My salad off to the side of my camera.
Okay, you eat your salad. Did we get through all of the intros? Who's next?
Okay, Mashi.
All right,
So,
Mashi.
Hey guys, I'm Mosh XD, otherwise known as Mashi by everyone here. You can find me on YouTube and on Twitch and on Twitter as Mosh XD on YouTube and Twitch, and on Twitter is MoshXD_.
And Mashi just hit affiliate, so whoop whoop.
Hey,
Let's go!
Heck yeah. All right, and last but not least, JD.
Hello, I'm JD.st, and I'm a variety streamer on Twitch. What else am I supposed to...
Who you're playing?
to say? Oh, I'm
like
playing.
me and,
I'm playing a
Hawkins
tabletop
are-
role-playing game.
Well,
I'm playing a TT RPG.
who
I'm invading
you're
your
playing?
space.
I don't know.
Everyone's invading everyone's space
Me,
right now.
I feel
me and
very-
Hawkins here are piloting the same mech this week.
You just want to double up?
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, you know it's possible.
Here.
And Jack, it's Bagel Bites.
Ooh.
Okay, you know
very
what? That's
discombobulated.
Extremely acceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah, Theo, I love your suit, man. Looks nice.
Love
Yeah.
the shirt,
Looking
bro.
fancy.
Love the shirt.
He's so
Hot.
fancy.
Bear with me, guys. I'm getting cams reset here.
It's okay. Hey, Theo's got. How's the new job? Theo?
Yeah, how's the new job going, buddy?
Oh, he's deafened and muted on our side.
Rip.
He's doing his intro. He must have just gone live to do his intro.
No, not yet. I'm trying to, but
Oh,
not
hey,
yet.
boo boo. Okay, you're good. So I'm JD.st, and pay no attention to the technological things happening behind the curtain. Our resident wizard Fraz is dazzling the Frazzlings and making them happen.
You're
Also,
a wizard,
she's-
Frazzle.
I mean, technically, I play one on Thursdays, so it's not too far off.
You're a wizard,
Nice.
Harry.
You're a wizard.
And so yeah, that was
There we
my
go.
introduction. I play Saber Phoenix, and I have no idea how to play TTRPGs. I barely even know which dice to use, so they have to tell me.
Oh, speaking of dice, I
Regularly.
need to get mine out.
JD, the one with the numbers.
The one with the
So-
numbers. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I don't even use real dice. I use the digital dice, so it adds them for me.
That's okay.
I'm smart like that. I went to public school. All right, but yeah, I'm glad to be here. So thank you, Fraz. Love you. We'll get it all going here, and tonight's going to be great. I promise. I'm also going to figure out how do I do this hosting thing. Host a channel.
Also, kind of forgot that I needed my dice, so I said, "Oh, hey, thanks for reminding me that I need my dice."
20 minutes ago.
You know what? There were fires that needed
least.
putting out in the Discord that I run.
Very
so
true. Very true.
Very true.
I was busy.
She was doing the do.
Busy, okay. Don't. I mean, judge. I don't. But.
But
Okay.
just not to my face. Just don't tell me you're judging me, okay? Do it
Yeah, do
Elsewhere.
it. Do it subtly, please.
elsewhere.
Okay, so I guess our last but not least intro would be Theo when he gets everything squared away.
Ooh, that's a
Yeah.
lot of
Hi, I am
dice in your
Theo
hand.
at Theobald's Gaming. You can find me on Twitch, obviously, Twitter, and I'm actually trying to do a YouTube as well. I don't have details on yet, but that when I do, I'll put that up. But yeah, I play Ralph, aka Saber Romeo, and yeah, I'm sorry, I'm getting food, I'm getting crazy. Okay, do your thing.
Yeah, post-work brain go brr.
No, post-work brain go.
Yeah. Okay, so Without further ado, I suppose we should go ahead and get this recap so we can get rolling. Okay, so the Lantern Festival continues on, and both Quinn and Lightryder have slimly made it into the semi-final rounds and are preparing to enter their final battles. You all are trying your best. Heck yeah. You all are trying your best to take your minds off of things you have learned in recent hours about yourselves, about experimental weapons, and about your fellow SABER pilots. There's so much mystery hanging over the coming days, but one thing is certain. The Aeons know you're here. And it's only a matter of time before they retaliate for what you accomplished against their scouting fleet. But for now, the sights and smells of an arena littered with mechs, pilots, and civilians alike, all cheering and screaming for the crowd favorites and the new rising stars, fill your senses. There is a feeling of peace and excitement, and though the lingering sense of an uneasy sadness still permeates the atmosphere, in this moment, you can relax. And I believe that Quinn was on his way towards the medical area, where his last opponent, the young SABER pilot, hopeful Tyler, was being treated after their battle.
I'm really just going in to check on him, make sure that I didn't bop him too hard.
Oh, you bopped him.
We kind of had like a bro moment.
Yeah.
As I carried him out the arena. But I just want to go in and make sure I didn't bop him too hard.
Yeah.
Just kind of connect with him.
For sure. So as you enter the medical area, the young pilot looks a little worse for wear. Bruising has begun to kind of set in, and his chest is wrapped in bandages. Dried blood coats the corners of his mouth, and he still looks like he's got a spring in his step, but his age is definitely helping him out as far as recovery goes.
Don't you die on me. Matt, don't you die on me.
However, as soon as he catches sight of you, he bolts upright, much to his nurse's chagrin. As she says, "You need to lay down. You have 3 broken ribs. You need to lay down." And he completely ignores her and just greets you with a big grin, sparkling eyes.
Quinn proceeds to walk up to him.
Me.
Yeah, it's very much a senpai noticed me.
Offers a fist bump of honor.
He takes it. He's you're really him. SABER Deceiver. I've been wanting to meet you for such a long time. And he just full on fanboys out in front of you. And he's like, "My father told me stories of you when I was a child." Granted, this kid's maybe 12. And he's like, "Is it all true? Are they all true? Are you really as old as they say you are?" And then he kind of motions for you to come closer. And he whispers to you, "I'll call you the child tsunami."
Ooh. I don't know what they call me, to be honest.
I need to know everything. I need to know. Tell me. And just this little boy is just bouncing up and down with 3 broken ribs.
Okay, imagine this. We're out in space. There's an Aeonic mech. My boy Ralph absolutely pummels this guy with artillery. Just absolutely tearing him apart. And I get this bright idea. They can't see me. Get this bright idea to start whipping the chain around. And I grab this thing's head and I rip it off. And I send it flying into space. Greatest moment ever.
He just
Ever.
The most bright-eyed, just tears of excitement start to trickle down his face. He's so stoked at this moment.
Oh god, I feel like at this point Jack is gonna be like his mentor at this point.
Get his trading card.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
He
Trading certified.
he kind of
Oh,
he looks
God.
up at you and he's like, the other pilots in Unit 13, not they're not quite as excited to be. I've looked up to you for so long. I want to be able to fight with you in the field someday. And
Wing. He's under it. Wing. He is under the wing.
See Wing, insert child.
Yeah, exactly.
Quinn proceeds to make sure that the little guy's okay. Kind of like feeling the connection that we have. Much different than like the first fight where the guy was kind of like mad.
Yeah.
Got flipped off. Very much so. I really feel like Quinn really enjoys this kid's excitement about being a like mech fighter, and like just really feels a lot of Quinn inside this person. Like this kid is like me, like 3 years younger
Yeah, pretty much.
and like 4 feet taller.
Yeah, he is definitely taller than you. I wouldn't say significantly, but again, just kind of reemphasizing you are a very little dude.
Oh, he's taller than Jack. And he's younger than Quinn.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
By the way, I'm like
Yep.
set. Sorry.
you're good. I wouldn't say that he's taller than Jack, but he's definitely taller than Quinn.
Than Quinn. You know what I meant.
That's
I'm sorry,
we
but
all
it-
know Jack itty bitty.
Well, a 6 foot plus 12-year-old would be kind of terrifying.
3, 5,
Oh,
4, 5.
You hadn't seen some of the kids I went to middle school with.
JD just like
Is muted, so we didn't even get to hear the.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I heard
JD.
everything. Did you say a 6'12"
No, we're saying that if we.
Because I know a couple of 6'12"
oh god.
Oh,
Tall kids.
oh, fantastic! I'm getting bot spammed. Cool.
Holy.
Fun. Do you want to become famous? I already am.
There
Thanks.
you go. That's
More
right.
famous now that you guys are here.
Exactly.
She is the Fraz.
So as you kind of like have this like conversation and like develop this, kind of dig into this camaraderie, he mentions a couple of things that he wants to hear more about. And it strikes you as odd because you've never heard of these things. He asks you to tell him about sorry, notes. This is why we have notes. He
Speaking
asks
of notes, I should probably open mine.
He asks you to tell him about Beta 9.
Quinn has a very blank look on his face,
Mhm.
similar to this.
Yeah, he asks you about Beta 9. And he asks about how you got your nickname, which you've now heard is the Child Nami. Mhm.
It's a good question, Tyler. It's a good question, Tyler. I don't have the answer to that, my young friend.
And he just kind of sinks and's like, "Aww." Thanks.
Are they anywhere near Ralph, by the way?
No, they're in the medical tent, which is in a different part of.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had a good comeback.
Just over the intercoms, here's Ralph's voice.
I'm just hearing. I'm just looking at the confusion on Jack's face, and I'm loving it.
Like, I don't know this shit. What you talking about, Willis?
Uh-huh.
Did you say Beta 9?
Yeah. Beta 9. Which, as you kind of sit and you ponder about it, for a minute, like searching your memory. It sounds familiar, but you can't really quite put your finger on it. Like it's there, but it's not.
It's not all there. Quinn would like to question Tyler more about what he knows about Beta 9.
He would tell you that he knows it's a planet in a really, 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 really far away star system.
It's going to take me a second to type really 5 times.
It's like
That narrows it down.
yeah, that narrows it down so much, doesn't it?
You say star system?
Yeah.
How do you know about this, Tyler?
Well, my dad used to tell me stories about it all the time when I was younger. He used to tell me about the Aeons and how they corrupted planets, and how then one day they found this young child and just destroyed all of the Aeons, and it was super cool.
Who's your dad?
Well, he's gone now. He was a pilot too. Him and my mommy, they lived here in the upper residential district. And then he got deployed to Alpha Centauri, and he died.
Where exactly in the upper residence did your father live?
He would tell you, he would give you an address, essentially.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to take a mental note of that address, whatever that is.
Yeah. So he would give you an address to like a specific region in the upper residential district, which you would know how to find, just from your time one at the Lantern Festival and just on the ship in general. You wouldn't have any issues getting there, but you know that it's relatively new, as far as like this is probably a place that they were relocated to, not their original home.
And how long ago would you say your dad was deployed?
That was about, I think I was like 5 or 6, so about 6 years ago. Give or take.
Interesting. Very interesting. Is your mother still alive, or did she also get deployed?
Mommy died before I was. Well, she died when I was born.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna say it can't be before.
Well, I meant
Hey, we don't know how
before,
this here.
but listen, before Dad, like I was going for my brain. My brain was thinking.
It could have been cryo and freezing and things.
My brain was thinking before Dad died and after I was born, like at the same time, and it just like got.
Jack about to become a dad.
No. Yeah. So I mean, and this is a pretty common thing, especially among like younger pilots. At this point, he's probably housed in a bunk room with his unit at this point. Kind of similarly to how you all would have shared a bunk room up until, even graduation and after. So probably was taken in as an orphan, trained at a very young age. Similar story to a lot of you.
Welcome to the club. We've got uniforms.
I know, I'm wearing one.
All right, Tyler. I think you should probably lay down and rest a little bit, my friend. As the nurses have said, you got beat around a little bit by whoever that was.
It was an honor to fight against you.
We'll fight again. Don't you worry. either on
There,
the
it
same
is
side
fixed.
or against each other.
Thank you, Twitty. I was in such a rush to get started, I forgot to do it.
Thank you, Twitty.
Oh, sorry, guys.
You get the
Hot, Mike.
Jack,
I
you're
even left
such
on
a
my Discord
jerk.
sound so I can tell when I'm muted and not, and I
Jack
still
is
messed
such
it
a
up.
jerk, and I love
That's
it.
fine.
That was a subtle way of saying
So
it
toxic.
wasn't muted.
So toxic.
What would have been more toxic, me saying that or going, Theo, you're not muted?
Hot, Mike.
I know what would have been less toxic.
You could have gone, hey, dummy, mute.
We're all friends here.
That would have worked and you wouldn't have even been upset. That's
Yeah.
what's great.
Yeah.
You know what I did remember to do, though? I remembered to turn off a certain point reward before Mosh started to play with it live on stream.
Sweet God,
Yeah.
thank-
Yeah, about that, I still haven't turned mine back on, primarily because, like, this, so...
I actually was just looking for yours.
JD, you better make sure yours is off, because as soon as
Yeah,
I said
they're
that, his
disabled
feelings
right
are
now.
lost.
Mine are off. No, all of mine are off. I'm only ever turning them on for. I gave myself PTSD.
Oh,
Moshy's
boy.
about to enter that realm soon.
So what
So-
what is Tyler doing at this point after I've kind of told him that he needs to chill?
He...
Chill, Tyler.
Yeah, he's...
Chill.
God, sorry. He looks primarily just disappointed and is like, like he's like, I don't want you to leave, kind of thing. Like, I don't want to
Don't worry,
lay
dude.
down.
I'll come back and check on you. You know, make sure I didn't kill you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
Valid reason.
Guy, that's so great. I love it.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
God.
it's got broken ribs. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the guy's name off of Saturday Night Live? Oh, Guy.
Listen, I could have pulled a Call Me Chris and been like, okay.
That's
See, I was thinking Stuart, like, I can do it.
Yeah.
That's who I was thinking was Stuart.
Oh,
All right.
God.
So I guess at this time, Quinn would start to walk back to the festival and join the group. The group that's sitting. I don't know if Lightryder has joined them as well, but
Yeah, at this
would like to go
point,
back and
Oh,
join.
fresh off of my victory, I
Yeah.
shall have.
yeah, they're taking essentially at this point, they're kind of taking like a brief intermission as far as like getting things geared up and ready for the semifinal matches. Just making sure that all of the like final round mechs are ready to go, and that they have enough at this point. And there's like some propaganda like up on the like big screen, like talking about the SABER program and like how great it is, and you know, just like your typical like very like militaristic propaganda kind of stuff going on. So if you guys want to, whatever you guys want to do for the next little bit before the next round, we feel free to do.
I am
What's
being
your-
Ralph. I am still eating, so.
Hey, Ralph, when are you gonna run out of food, man?
No, never, no.
Not
Make
enough
sure it
to feed a
lasts.
small army.
I'm just looking. Okay. Kat,
Excellent.
you want to grab some food, or you want to do anything outside of the arena? You got a breather real quick.
Yeah, I could go for some food. We haven't eaten in a while.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the captain. And grab some food.
Because Ralph sure isn't going to share.
Hell yeah, definitely not.
Apparently, I somehow messed up the Ralph voice. I fixed it now, I think.
Oh, as well as Ralph. Would you like anything else while we grab something from the stalls?
Running low on anything?
No, I'm good.
Where's your burp button, Theo?
Oh.
Wrong button.
Nope.
What
I
a
was
burp.
gonna say, if that's what your burp sounds like, I have a lot of questions.
Can I call him Medbay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
We
like
need to
Rico
bring a
from
gas mask for
Penguins in
when he lets
Madagascar
them
when he burps, you know,
Yeah.
just
Right.
launches shit.
Rico. Yeah.
So as you guys kind of re-enter back into like the festival area outside of the dome, the smell of street foods hits your nose, and you see many food stalls lining this general area, as well as there's some game stands kind of hanging about. But yeah, think like Japanese street food is kind of the smells and sights that you get.
Oh, okay.
Where would you like to go first, Cap?
I don't know. I'm not sure. What kind? Like, so what general foods would be there?
So like you've got like again, it's like Japanese street food. So you've got like takoyaki.
Ooh,
like they have
okay,
like
yeah.
crepes. They have like yakitori,
Yakisoba,
yakisoba. Yeah.
sushi.
Sushi's a
Odango.
little high end for sushi's a little high end for a festival.
Think more like handheld stuff like odango and stuff like that.
Like
Stuff
lots
on a
of stuff
stick.
on skewers. Yeah, exactly.
Takoyaki.
There
I'm
is.
kind of feeling some dango, honestly.
There you go.
Let's go.
Okay. And
So-
they have sweet and savory version. Whatever you would like.
Sweet.
Savory for me.
And
Don't forget
Sweet
the
too.
mochi.
yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely gotta get the mochi.
And Saber
natto.
Saber pilots
No natto.
eat for
That'd be gross in public.
yeah. Saber pilots eat free, so get as much or as little as you want. Which is how Ralph has managed to accumulate enough to feed the army of one that is Ralph.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, Cap. Since we're here, and let me fill you in on what you've missed while you were away.
Yeah, please.
So, I can't even remember much of it, but we went to this place, met with director Akira. There's this somewhat psycho lady with a weird smile that I'm probably gonna get really well acquainted with. Shudders at the thought of like thinking of her again. But
So Mashi would know that you went to the CIC,
yeah,
and
Yeah,
you met
okay.
Seno Ren. That's her name. Who Hawkins you would know is the lead combat strategist for the Nishi.
Ah, yes, of course.
I met with her. Listen to director Akira speak on what transpired between me and Quinn. Wanted to say a lot of things. Couldn't bring myself to do it. And I just left it at that. And then just, other than that, chatted with Ralph. If this happens again, I'd probably lose my engineering privileges and everything else. So,
Well, better not stoke the fires.
yeah. So, other than that, had a chat with Ralph on the way up. Seno ran again. It's gonna be very fun. I mean, she's not bad, but that smile of hers gets me every time she just holds her tablet. I'm like, I need to figure out a way that makes sure that I don't get sabotaged by her by any means.
Might be a good idea.
Yeah, I think I know what I'm doing for my next project at this point. But other than that, that's it. Other than that, me and Ralph came here, try to find Lightryder and Quinn. They're doing their fight, so I haven't really, other than that one apology at the med bay, but haven't really done anything for Quinn yet. Lightryder's doing his own thing. I'm gonna let him do his own thing.
Yeah.
But, that's pretty much what has transpired so far.
Okay, well, thanks for filling me in. Yeah, you might want to have another talk with Quinn if he still wishes to. But I mean, I'm not going to sit here and preach what you've already heard. I don't think you need
Right.
that. But we'll go from here. New start.
Let's see. What else do we got? So what do we see in the vicinity other than like takoyaki, yakisoba, and stuff?
Yeah,
Anything
so
that's like interesting.
yeah, so there's food stalls, there's also some game stalls that are set up. It looks like there's like some sharpshooter games, like there's one that's like goldfish scooping. As silly as that sounds, there's like a ring toss, and they have like little trinkets and stuff as prizes. Typical like, you know, festival type games. People just milling about. Nothing really. They do have like fire spinners and dancers and live music. It's a very like jovial atmosphere.
Got it.
But still tempered with like the recognition of like sadness with all of the recent death that has happened.
Right.
But they're it's you get the sense that everybody's just trying to make the best that they can out of a crappy situation.
Use it as more distraction than anything.
Exactly. Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, Kat. So, who was that lady that was all the way in your face? Because I feel like she's like an overly obsessive girlfriend of yours, and I feel like, you know what, you might have to get her something.
More like self-proclaimed rival.
Not bad. As I continue teasing Captain Mars, let's get your rival something nice. So I just drag him over to the sharpshooting game.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right.
Take the sniper to the freaking shooting games, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I'll say that over the course of the next like 10-15 minutes, you manage to score enough points to where you get some credits to your name and can peruse some of the gift shops. So I'd say over the course of the next 10-15 minutes, you get yourself about 5 credits.
Cool.
How much do we need for like to get a decently good gift?
Depends on
like
what you're
shooting.
looking for.
What do they have available?
Tell me what you're looking for, and I'll let you know what's available.
Nicely done. Fraz is smarter than you are. So much smarter than you. You try. You think you're smart. No, Fraz smarter.
Let's see.
Fraz is used to bratty PCs, so.
Yeah.
Just used to brats
see,
in
what do
general.
I know that way.
I love it.
Let's see.
Are you looking
what am I
for something more
Built
along the lines
different.
of like a trinket? Are you looking for like jewelry, flowers, chocolate, candy?
Trinket or jewelry, either or is fine.
Okay, so I would say that so I would say that one particular kind of like gift shop pop-up kind of sticks out at you a little bit. It's a very strange collection of curios. Just as
No
you...
Mogwai.
Wait, what?
No Mogwai.
And as you approach, one of a couple of things that stick out to you are like they have a couple of really ornate paper fans. There's a little enamel flower that's sticking out of a blue stained glass bottle. And then just a couple of other like interesting things. So if one of you would like,
I just like how Cygnus has taken the reins on this whole thing.
Yep. Wingman Cygnus, right?
Yeah.
I have
If
a
one
feeling
of
that Cygnus, one, thinks a bit too much below the belt, like, all the time.
I mean, I'm not thinking below the belt. I got other stuff. I mean, if you want to think below the belt, that's all means. Good for you.
can both
Die
of
Hard
you
romance.
could both of you roll a d8 for me?
A D8. 7.
5.
Okay, so Hawkins, you would notice a crystal lens made out of ivory and gold. We're talking like a compact kind of contraption that would turn into like a spyglass.
Oh, cool.
Cygnus, you notice a bracelet made of silvered fish hooks.
Ooh. All right.
Not sharp,
I'll put-
just to clarify.
Jack.
I'll take it. Are you planning on taking that one too, Captain? Or
Sure.
Okay.
sweet. I got a couple of ideas. I'm gonna mess around with those 2 items. Something beneficial.
So, for the spyglass, the lens, it's 3 credits, and then for the fishhook, it's fishhook.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, so just make sure to mark those off on your inventory. Everyone started with 10 credits, by the way. Rest, I don't know if you were here when we talked about that.
Don't think so.
Yeah, everyone
I will write
everyone
that
should
in.
have
We started
10
with
credits.
20 credits, actually.
Was it 20?
I think
Oh, okay.
I was here and I
Yeah,
don't
I've
remember
written
anyway.
down in my thing is 20.
Okay, then I trust you because I thought it was 10, but it would
So
be
it's
yeah
20.
because you guys have
I
been
just
paid
paid
at this point.
Oh, y'all.
Yeah, it would have
All
been you would have gotten 2 paychecks at this point. So yeah, 20's right.
I put 2
Jack
on.
just embezzled
I put, so
imaginary
take
money.
4 out, and then I think I put 4 on. So what? I lost a total of how many credits? Shit, my bad.
20, I'm at 60.
Okay, now that I know is a little
4.
ridiculous.
So
$100.
subtract 8. I would put what? Take out 8 credits because I put 2 and 2
Oh,
on.
wait. That's
Judy.
right. At least one of you owes Ralph money.
Oh, that's me. Yeah. I slipped that to you last time. It was what?
Was it just like a credit? Like it wasn't. a
Yeah,
big
it was like a
It was
credit.
1 credit. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was me. Yeah, I slipped that one to you.
So out of what? 20 minus 8.
I'm pretty sure I made
12.
a ton of money on my win.
Yeah. 12 minus 1 is
11.
11.
Yeah, you guys are gonna definitely get payouts after the final is done. So
All right, 11 credits and a fish hook bracelet.
Typical player party though. Nobody keeps track of their money.
Jack kept track of his, which is the important part.
I keep track of everything.
Mhm.
Because
Everything.
Jack's a nerd.
We already talked about this earlier.
Hey man, I'm the party treasurer for my other campaign, so like if I don't have to keep track of how much money you guys have,
Please
just
tell
found
me you
out
that
play
would
a
be
rogue.
nice.
So I write
Please tell
everything
me you
down.
play a rogue.
no, I play a wizard.
Oh,
So,
You're a wizard, Frazzle.
I am a wizard.
come on, a rogue in
Okay.
charge of the money? That would be all kinds of hilarious.
so with the little spyglass that you got, I feel like I can do something very useful with that. Probably make very like a UI thing. Very helpful.
Maybe start a
assessments
fire.
and-
That'd be
Maybe start a
useful.
fire, yeah.
Let's start a
I mean-
fire. A fire.
Yeah, see what you can do with it.
Roger.
I'm getting the feeling that Cygnus has no appreciation for anything analog.
Right?
do.
Same.
Oh, I do, but I'm gonna make it better and still
Think-
keep its well refined aesthetic.
Putting a digital UI in it makes it specifically not analog anymore.
We'll find a way to make it work.
Everyone's a critic.
We'll find a way to make it work.
Everyone's a critic.
Sorry. All right. Anyway, back
The
to
future.
Wonder what
So-
I could do with this bracelet, though. I got an idea. Probably like a small force field but barrier protection thing. I can block like
Out of a
shot or two.
bracelet? Okay. I'm about it.
Shit, I'm the crazy engineer here. I gotta
This is
do
fair.
crazy things.
This is fair.
Mosh is like the Tony Stark of our space.
For real.
Yeah, straight out. Absolutely.
It's like, bracelet.
Does that make me
Barrier.
Captain America? Just hitting everything. Did it break?
All right. I'll probably just take this to the lab later after this event's done.
Probably go
See what I can
Spider-Man for Quinn.
do. Oh yeah, definitely.
don't
that'd be
like
very
that.
interesting.
It's true though. Like if you think about it with the chain.
Oh,
Thwip.
God.
Thwip.
Whip.
I've written
now you
myself
said that,
into
I
a
have an
corner.
idea for Quinn's mech now.
Oh
Quinn's
yeah,
gonna enjoy.
Spider-Man chain.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's go.
All right.
How much time do we have left before like the next stuff starts?
I'd say that you've probably like they're taking about like at least a half hour intermission
Oh, okay.
for all of this.
Is
So
there like Is there like a pot, like a water fountain, like wishing pool area?
Not here. No, the only like thing that's like mildly memorialistic is like the.
Gotcha. Where else do you want to go, Cat? Anything that strikes your eye, or?
I would say that you know of like a Zen Guard temple thing in the lower residential district, but it's quite a hike.
But, too far away, pretty much.
Yeah, you'd get there probably in the time that it with what time you've spent at this point.
Yeah.
And to actually get there, it would be well like after the event actually started back up.
Yeah.
Oh, I have an idea. Is there like a shop that sells like martial arts scrolls or like teaches or stuff like that?
Specifically, what are you looking for?
Taekwondo, jujitsu.
Are you looking for
anything
like a dojo, or are you looking for like something within the festival?
Like a dojo, but within the festival. Kind of thing. Like,
No, not here.
damn. Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
I have myself muted.
Uh-huh.
I have a feeling he was thinking like Kung Fu Hustle and the Buddha Palm pamphlet.
Yeah.
Well, no, I was just like thinking of like martial art, like scrolls, like back in those days, like they would have like martial art techniques on scrolls and stuff.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know what you mean.
Ancient.
Like the forms and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Is there a bookshop then?
Not here.
Damn.
We can always go another time.
That's true.
You're at a festival that's centering around mechs slogging it out. I
Yeah.
don't think books are kind of high on the priority list.
You sure?
Is there a
Is there a
mech
place where we can
dojo?
buy more
Yeah.
materials?
It's primarily just like it's like a very traditional like imagine a fair is essentially what's
Right.
happening.
Is there? So I'm assuming there's no place where I can buy materials either.
No, I hear. And not that's open at this point either. So it's getting at this point. It's also getting pretty late in the night. Like we're talking like you guys probably would have arrived somewhere in like the early to mid afternoon hours. The exhibition matches ended around like 4 or 5 p.m. It's getting it's pushing midnight at this point.
Gotcha.
So anything
cool.
that would potentially be open in the upper residential district, which by the way is massive, is not at this point.
Besides, time is arbitrary in space.
Yeah. Pretty much. I guess you want to grab some more food, probably get some drinks for Ralph, I guess, and then probably
Head back, see if we can see the guys before their next round starts.
Roger that.
Like it.
Grab some more food, probably get some more teriyaki, get some karage, egg, shrimp, and cheese omelets, like bread, toast, and whatever. Grab a couple of ramune for the boys.
Okay.
I feel Ralph will eat half of this, but sure.
Yeah. I will say that as you guys are like looking for drinks specifically, that you do come across like a peddler selling hot sake as well. So you can get some hot sake for the boys. If you would
Get
like
some
to
hot
do that.
sake for the boys. Let's go.
Yeah, there you go. So, as
Every
we're
time I make gyoza at home, I have a nice swig of the sake too.
yes.
I'll make sure to bring some more for Ralph.
Oh, tip, by the way, if you're making gyoza at home, when you deglaze the pan, pot stickers, 50-50 water and sake.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
Mashi can't stop moving around.
Fantastic.
Sorry.
I'm being so still tonight because I'm eating.
Actually, you're good on my screen. You're all over the place on Fraz's though.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Okay.
He's 80% in frame, and that's
He's
fine.
Mosh.
As long as we have 80% of Mashi in the frame, sometimes that's all we can ask for.
Mashi is the big guy.
You're fine. So, as they're kind of having this little adventure on the festival grounds, and Quinn is coming back from meeting his young his young protege at this point now. Quinn, Lightryder, Ralph, anything that you three want to do until the next rounds begin?
No, I'm in the zone. I'm focused. I'm listening to JD.ST's old Twitch Monday morning motivational posts from the archives from Earth before whatever happened on Earth happened.
Nice self-promo.
The self-promo is real.
I didn't mean it as a self-promo.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
We were all
Oh my
joking.
God.
Listen, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to self-promo considering the fact that I have literally all of your Twitch tags in your camera frames. So
I'm sorry. I thought that was fun. Okay.
So Ralph is finally nearing the end of his food, and he's getting antsy for the next round. So come on, bring on the fights already. This is boring.
Yeah, I'm ready to get back into this and ready to win. What is the? Wait, can I see like the rankings and where everything is on the bracket right now? Like where do we stack up? Where does
so there are 4 mechs remaining.
Deceiver stack up and only 4 left.
Yeah, we're in the final 4. This is we're semifinals at this point. Yeah. So at this point, the 4 mechs that remain are you two, as well as the Ryu twins, to no one's surprise, and a striker class from Unit 6.
That we don't know.
That you don't know. Nope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unit 6 is
Nobody
okay,
knows.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So, interestingly enough, I'll ask Hawkins, are you looking at the brackets as well? Or you enter the arena?
I will, yeah, once we get back, yeah, for sure.
Okay. So you would recognize the name of this Unit 6 pilot being that Unit 6 was graduate. So.
Right.
So, okay. Well, and I would know that Hawkins was Unit 6's commander, yeah?
You would know that he graduated with them. He was not their commander at the time.
Okay, but we know that he knows those guys.
Yeah.
And gals. Okay. So, and he's right. So, I think I would go up and ask Captain Hawkins if he knew who that other SABER pilot was of 6, since Quinn or I was going to be matched up against him most likely.
Looking for some intel, eh? I like that.
Well, I mean, I just want to make sure that we're prepared for whatever comes ahead. If you know anything that can help us out, I mean, now's the time to, like, let us know.
For sure.
Yeah.
So for all that, I give everyone the little hot sake that we got from the stalls. And give the extra one stuff to Ralph. Good luck and cheers to victory.
Kampai! Go. I was gonna say, I love how the people who like know what that means are just like, eh. I love it.
And I just wanged my boom with the bottle. That had to sound awesome.
Well, at least you didn't boo your wang.
Hey Jack, you okay, buddy? The sake's not too strong for you?
Huh?
Quinn, the sake's
Jack
not too
heard
strong for
wang
you? Are you
and paid
okay?
attention.
Yeah.
You okay, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Quinn, are you sure? Like,
Yeah, I'm good.
are you sure the sake is not too strong?
I'm good.
He's like, yeah, I'm chilling.
Looks like he's building a tolerance. Ralph,
like-
I'm proud of him.
Like, yeah, I'm chilling. I'm just ready for this next fight to start.
Yup. Me
Yeah, in
too.
the zone.
So, Captain, we got interrupted there. Do you have anything for us for Quinn and I?
I'm sure I do.
Yes, you do. So
Yes, I do.
Okay. I'm like, what? Got it. I get it now.
What's with the full circle?
I see what's happening here. Okay, I'm picking it up now.
I'm totally playing it right.
yeah.
That's so smart.
Okay, so you would know that this striker is their name is Shizu. And
Black shoe.
Shizuru is their name.
I used to have a little
think
dog.
I
I used to have one of
Z-U-R-U.
those. That's a dog breed. I used to have one of those, a little Shizadu.
Yeah. Okay. Just gonna let that. We're just gonna let
Maybe
that
that's why
happen.
he has the poofy hair. It reminds him of his dog.
Message deleted.
Message
Sorry, go on.
deleted. Yeah. So as far as battle tactics for this pilot in particular, Ruthless has been used in a multitude of times.
Rude.
And quick, like light on their feet. So they are, despite being a striker chassis, chassis. Bah. So despite that they rock a striker chassis, they fight almost like a brawler, where they get up in your face really fast and just try to annihilate their opponents as quickly as possible. So the fact that these two mechs are in the finals, in addition to Quinn and Lightryder, the other two mechs have a very similar fighting style, as far as how they like get up in your face and just absolutely.
Okay. You get all that?
I'm afraid.
Strikes fast, strikes hard. No mercy.
Okay.
Don't die.
Heard. Thanks. Well, Quinn, I think we're in for it, whatever ends up happening here.
Have the final pairings been decided, or are we waiting on that?
Not yet. They will be. They will be after the intermission is done. Excuse me. They do coin. Everything is decided based on coin toss. And it's kind of just like to build the hype a little bit more. Because typically after like the quarterfinal matches and like in between like the quarterfinal, the final two, like the final four fights, that intermission, like a lot of people leave the arena and then they start filtering back in, so they're just trying to build the hype back up at this point because the crowd's kind of chilled out a little bit.
Hey Ralph, here's some extra food. Drops extra food right on them.
Oh yes, thank you.
Don't forget, you have extra hot sake too. So
Depending on
save
how
that
this
for
plays
later.
out, you guys could meet in the finals.
Potential. It's a potential.
I mean, if they meet in the finals, either way, both of you guys are winners.
So, as you all settle back into your seats and the semifinal round gets towards being underway, the coin tossers make their way onto a massive battleground. And it's 4 of them, one for each pilot. So as this is kind of happening and the crowd is starting to stir up and get excited again, you all hear the now familiar beeping of your phones.
Shit.
In fact, the entire arena echoes with the same sound, as it seems that several units are being deployed. A voice comes over the loudspeaker and says, "High-level threat detected. All civilians, please be evacuated to the nearest shelters. All deployable pilots are to report to their duty stations for active deployment or standby."
Here we go.
And as
It's time to do it for real.
As you glance down at your pagers, you see a message that just says "reporting area." And as part of your graduation ceremony and subsequent debriefing, you would all know that that is an area that's below the CIC, and you would know how to get there.
Okay.
And
Well,
we're
I'm back up the
immediately
food,
heading
buddy.
there.
You heard the
Yeah.
pager.
No. As soon as Ralph's pager went off, he was up and the food was all over the place, and he
Yeah.
let's go.
yeah,
The faster we can get there, the better.
Let's get going.
Is there any
I still
fast?
take a couple of snacks with me and eat it on the way.
Is there any fast method of travel to get there that'll get us there faster?
yeah. So you would know that there are typically like almost like hovercraft that kind of circulate some of the streets. Specifically when they're deployed, like when there's a deployment happening, they will send out transports for pilots who are farther away. It's a rare instance that you guys are super far away from the reporting area, but in the instance that you are, they have quick modes of transportation.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Oh, yeah. So wait, question: are the upgrades that I made when I was repairing everyone after the last Aeonic fight done by now, or feel like
Depending on which ones.
for at least? So I know the directors is done, but I know Ralph and Jax, because I had to upgrade Jax.
What were you doing for
Are we talking the electro whip?
Yep, the electrical whip that's being released from your wrist.
It's hot.
So, and then what was your upgrade for Ralph?
Ralph's not much as of yet. That was just mostly body repair that I was mostly focused on because he was badly damaged.
Okay.
Ralph's body is beautiful. You be nice. He doesn't need to repair it.
So I would say that just based on the repairs needed and because it's literally only been like a couple of days, I would say you probably wouldn't have had time to implement the electric whip yet. But I would
the electric slide.
but I would say that it wouldn't take you much longer to fully implement it because you had to do like some testing things and just make sure that it wasn't going to like short circuit his mech.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Or him.
Yeah,
Don't
or
worry,
him.
It wouldn't have killed me.
But with that, you guys, we're gonna take a quick 15-minute break, so that we kind of just.
I didn't see. Did anybody else see this coming? I didn't see this coming. I did not at all. Fraz, you're too smart for me.
I thought she was gonna make me fight.
He's GM. Of course she is smart.
Too smart.
I thought you and Quinn would have been slugging it out in the semis. Only one of you could advance to the finals, honestly.
Yeah, ditto. It could still happen. It's not technically over.
Look at this evil face.
Demented lady has ideas. Oh, God.
The evil is starting to come out. Now that she knows we know what we're doing, it's a great thing. This is fantastic. I'm loving it. So, okay.
All right, so yeah, quick 15, and we will come back right at Jack, what time do you have to leave us tonight? 9?
It'd be 8 your time, yeah.
Okay, cool. So we've got
Hour and 15 from now, then?
Yeah.
Hour and 20 from now, yeah.
cool. So we'll have another hour before that.
Fraz is central, so wouldn't it be 7 for her?
No, it's wait.
8 for me, 9
Because I thought
for
Jack was an hour ahead of me.
No, he's 2 hours ahead of you because you're an hour behind me, right?
No,
No,
he's
we're both
Eastern.
Eastern.
Oh, okay, he's 1 hour ahead of us.
It's 9 your time though, right, Jack?
Yeah, it's 9 my time.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
9
it's
his
7
time.
my time.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. All right,
Okay.
so quick break, and we'll come back right at 6 Central, so that'd be 7 Eastern, 8.
Cool.
Do not kill the entire party, Fraz.
Clowns are scared of Tangelos.
Or
Hey,
Mosh.
I do have the
With your
extension
newfangled,
installed. Is out.
Untested designs.
You're
I think
muted,
it's down right
Fraz,
now.
Unless you know that.
Yes, I
She
know.
does.
Her knows that. She
Yes,
knows
I know
that.
I'm
So,
muted.
All right, I'm gonna get my stream back up.
All right, everybody, we are gonna hop right back into this here
Nah,
in
but
just a
bro,
moment.
I'm telling you.
We are,
She thinks unique.
yeah, we're gonna get right into this battle. It's gonna be fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're adorable.
Yeah.
And brilliant. You got this. What's up, Jack?
You good, buddy?
Yeah, mine's all over the place tonight.
Okay.
Literally got like 50 things running through the old noggin.
Safe.
He's just overwhelmed by the greatness of yesterday, of this afternoon of us playing zombies together. He just can't get me out of his head. Boy, my love is all that he's thinking about.
Oh,
It's just-
yeah.
That was great.
It's hot. Being able to like get in with you guys and do stuff during the day is that's the only reason I hate having a job right now. It's not that the job is stressful or by any means. It's not really that bad of a job, but it's like, oh man, all my friends, I get so many go lives on Twitter when I'm at work or on Twitch, like when I'm at work all day long, you know, Lifewater's live, Fraz is live, JD is live, Mosh is live, Jack is live.
Yep. Yep. Okay.
I need to
We're
turn
all
them
not
off because
wearing
it's getting a little
pants.
annoying.
Jack's wearing
I'm
jeans.
wearing
though.
jeans.
Jack is wearing the pantiest of pants.
And none of us are judging you at
No
all.
más pantalones.
Ever.
It's hot. That was great.
All right.
What was
so,
that?
That's me, actually.
Yeah.
That was great.
It's actually him. All right,
All right. So.
let's take on these bad guys.
Yep, feeling it back in here. So at this point, you guys have, yeah, exactly. At this point, I will say that you have secured transportation, and I need to remember to stay close to my mic because my noise gate hates me tonight. You have secured transportation and have made your way to the reporting area. Now, unfortunately, Cygnus is still on a deployment freeze. So Cygnus will be running tactical for you guys on this. However, you will get the additional support of the Ryu twins. They're coming with you.
Oh,
That's
God.
hot.
So
Damn.
as you all report to the reporting area, Cygnus, you are escorted up into the CIC to oversee tactical for your team, and you are given a mission briefing. So, Director Akita flashes across the screen and shows you what you're up against. She says, "Greetings, pilots. Unfortunately, we had to cancel the semifinals for now of the Atlantic Festival Brawls. We have been beginning preparations to get ourselves Planetside, and unfortunately we have encountered a bit of a problem." And as she says this so you're kind of in like this I guess best way that I can put this. You're in like a long room with like a bunch of like screens in the front, and there's like several doorways in the middle that lead out to like where the launch bays are. And
Like a ready room or like a
yeah,
briefing room?
it's like a briefing / ready room. Like there are locker rooms on the way in. You guys would have put your suits on and gotten ready to get into your mechs at this point, and are now reporting to this room where it's like a briefing, I guess. So there are several monitors that are in front of you so that everyone is able to see no matter where they are in the room. And on the monitors, there is flashes of what you can only assume to be reconnaissance footage, because it's kind of hazy and a little blurred. But what you can definitely make out is this absolutely massive anti-air gun. It is an ion emplacement, and then on the screens another flash, and it showcases the planet Elmax, and there are several pins in like location pins on the planet. It seems to be that these pins are where these ion emplacements have been found. And Director Akita comes back on and says,
How many of them are there?
A total of 8 ion emplacements across the planet. As you can see, pilots, there's no way that we can get people, civilians, even troops on the ground. These ion emplacements are in our path. Several settlements and important landmarks on the planet.
Sorry,
So-
dumb question.
Uh-huh.
You mean like aeonic or ion cannons? kind of?
They're ion cannons.
Okay.
Yeah, ion
Sorry.
cannons. They're less, I would say that they, you wouldn't
They
be
take
able,
out shields and they take out.
they take out ships. They take out ships from a really far distance.
Oh, okay. So
Like,
they're
we're talking out of
super
atmosphere.
weapons.
Yeah, we're
It's
talking out
orbital
of
defense ordnance is what it is.
yeah.
Okay. So
essentially.
it's not just something that takes out shields. It's going to be an actual ion bolt that's going to pierce everything.
It's a one-hit boom, done for any kind of
Take it.
like small vessel, and they can take ships out of orbit. So
Even something as big as
it wouldn't be able to take out something as big as the siege ships, But any kind of like
any of the landing ships.
any kind of
certainly are mechs.
landing ship,
Okay.
like any kind of drop pods, things of that nature. Unless they were able to somehow mask themselves, which from what you can understand, anything that is mech-sized or smaller would probably be able to slip through their targeting array. But anything larger than a mech is not going to make it through. So that's how from what you understand, that would be how they would have acquired this surveillance footage. Probably had some people drop in from orbit and go check it out, and now you're getting this. And
But also, whoever hits the ground is stuck there until.
Yep.
Yeah.
That cannon's taken out.
yeah, so any kind of rescue mission or additional recon at this point is completely out of the question until these emplacements are taken out. And Director Akita comes across the screen again and says, "We're deploying multiple teams. We're deploying 2 SABER units per cannon, and additional with backup. There's going to be shortages of people at this point because they only when she says 2 SABER units per cannon, she's utilizing that very loosely. There are some cannons that are less heavily fortified. The more heavily fortified ones are getting two SABER units. The less heavily fortified ones are getting 1 or none.
Because some of them they're not in our way yet, right?
Well,
it makes sense.
Yeah, and
to not
it's
spread
We're gonna be
ourselves
taking
thin.
ODs here.
yeah, they're essentially trying to find the most strategic ones that are like the most important. You can guess just by like the grim look on her face that these 8 are not the only 8. These are just the ones that they have decided to target today. Because these are planet wide.
Gotcha,
So we're not talking about just like one on a continent. These are like kind of pinned all over the planet, and it's a pretty big planet. I would say that it's as far as like sizing, if we want to use Earth as a reference, it's probably a little bit bigger than Earth.
Okay.
So somewhere along the
Are those
lines of
like cannons somewhat like connected through like a certain interface or something?
that is unknown.
Got it.
As far as they have been able to, as far as the recon teams and surveillance teams have been able to determine, they are in fact supported by a similar kind of powering system as you were confronted with in your in the drill simulation. So a similar power source, some kind of reactor, and external batteries potentially.
Got it. So Quinn's gonna try to shoot it.
Probably. However,
All right.
I will.
Defense.
It would behoove me to say that these are much more heavily fortified, and you can tell just by the footage as well as like kind of as she's giving the rundown of what you're up against.
What equipment would they need?
Huh?
Like EMPs would be viable to take.
So at this point, there's not a lot that you can take with you because you guys are going to be dropping in from low orbit. So they're going to put all of these mechs onto a ship, and you guys are going to like ODST style, is what's happening.
Who is it? JT Music and When the Titans Fall.
Yeah, essentially. Because anything closer than that runs the risk of being imploded by these ionic. So getting you guys Planetside is not exactly going to be an easy thing to do. It comes with hazard. But anything that can't sustain an orbital drop, not an option. So unfortunately, anything aside from your weapons and your mechs at this point, each mech has been equipped with an anti-atmospheric shield that will disintegrate upon meeting the atmosphere and just that.
A blade of tiles.
Yeah,
Got
a blade
it.
of tiles, essentially. Yeah. But
Meanwhile, as
think
all
more
this is
energy
going on-
shield than.
Meanwhile, as all this is going on, I'm just taking a notebook slightly out from my back pant and just like writing shit down.
Yeah. So, as far as who your pair is, you're going to be taking the entirety of Unit 4. So you get the Ryu sisters as well as the rest of their unit. So Unit 12 and Unit 4 are running joint tactical on the Ion emplacement that's been assigned to you. And then the other units, as well as just your typical run-of-the-mill mechs, are assigned to, like, for reinforcements are assigned to different Ion.
Okay.
So,
I'm sorry, how many in total are in Unit 4 besides the Ryus?
5. So
5 with them?
5 including them. So there's three other mechs. So they have a they have a 4 mech unit because the Ryu twins pilot one mech.
Right, they double up. Right.
Yep. So they have a 4 mech unit.
Okay.
So these are basically inner house. What are they? They're not stars. They're just lancers. Lancer units.
Yeah, essentially.
Lances. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much mech warrior.
You are told to expect heavy resistance on the ground when you get there. This is definitely not a surprise attack. They would know that you're coming between the scout fleet that you guys took out, and just their ability to detect things from even Planetside, the general system.
So essentially, they've been waiting for us.
Yeah, you kind of get the feeling that the scouting unit was a warning, and now they are preparing to, at this point, potentially preparing for a full-out assault. So you guys are trying to, the thought is to try and prevent that before it happens and get units Planetside as soon as possible.
Like, after hearing all this and realizing how bad the situation is and how like everything's going down, I'm like cursing the director. Like, why are we so underprepared for this?
She's not in the CIC with you, but
no,
you can
I'm
curse her
cursing
under your breath.
No, I'm
Yeah.
cursing inside my head.
Yeah.
Like, god damn it! Like,
Yep.
You're losing your edge, director.
So, any further questions before you guys prepare for drop?
I'm in the tactical side.
You're in the CIC, yes.
All right. Can I pull up information on everything else, like anything that, if there's like any minute details I can get out? Like, I want to see like everything about the ship, like.
Yeah, as far as what you're able to pull out is you're able to see everything that the reconnaissance and survey team has provided, which is pretty much everything that was given during the mission brief.
Right.
You have been given information on what they believe, what they last knew as far as like units on the ground,
Right.
and kind of just given a general idea, like heavy resistance is the best way to.
Roger. So, is there any like given position of where the enemies are at, or their like cannons and wherever?
It is, you know that they would have point defense turrets in place for the Ion emplacement. You know that these are likely Aeons that you're going to be dealing with, but it's also potentially going to be Neo Dominion, right? Hang on. Yeah, Neo Dominion troops potentially as well.
You tell us.
I'm sorry. My lore brain got confused for a second.
Yeah, tactical side. Let's go, military man inbound.
Yeah. So you know
Did you
that.
just say Cade? What?
What?
I said tactical side inbound, military man.
No, I just said Fraz. Did you just say Cade? Is that what you? Is it what freaking lore are we on?
No, my lore brain got confused. So you would know that it's likely Aeons that you're going to be encountering, but potentially also Neo Dominion troops.
And the pathing, does it show the pathing that we're...
They don't have that kind of information. They were not able to get that close. If they would have gotten any closer than what they did, they would have risked detection.
Not like that. What I mean is like from like our point to where they're going, where their location for their drop off is. Like, what is their point and how risky is it?
You know that as far as the drop, they're gonna be dropping in probably like a couple of clicks out, and making their way.
Okay. And how dangerous is that? Like,
it's this whole thing is fucking dangerous.
I live for danger.
It's his middle name.
This whole operation is like high stakes on both on either side. So.
All right, so I guess I'm just gonna set comms over to the like everyone in the squad, and like I'm gonna probably ask for them to be my eyes and ears mostly, so at least that way I can pull more information on the spot.
Yeah, and you'll be linked in. You'll be linked into to any kind of radar and comms that you can get out of like in orbit. So your comms have been upgraded to. You have that kind of
Data link.
Yeah, that data link between the Nishimoto and your mech suits.
Make sure you guys are stirred up on your food.
And then what? Do we have point to point between each other?
Yeah.
Or are we all on a network so that
you would
we can
have
all talk to one another, or is it just point to point?
You would have a network, like a short range comms for your team,
Okay.
and then a data link back up to the Nishimoto, which utilizing that data link is also a little risky because it's gonna potentially be able to be picked up by enemies.
Yeah.
So short range comms, as far as
Unless we need to.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, shit. Oh,
I mean-
I'm sure that
So
follows the chain of command. I mean, Captain's the one that's communicating with them unless he goes down, and then it goes down the chain of command, right?
Yeah, and it's burst transmissions. It's short. It's a lot of
Yes.
data at once.
Yeah.
And
So here's another question: how many on the teams know actually how to do radio comms? Like,
Everyone's
I
been
guess I
trained
don't
in
know.
that. Everyone would have been
okay.
trained in that. You guys all would have had experience in doing that stuff. That's part of your training.
Okay.
So
So they know when to say break or cut whenever, like, they don't want to keep the message going for too long because you don't want that long
Yeah.
message to be.
And honestly, like even utilizing the data link, again, it's pretty clear that they probably know you're coming anyway. So it's
We're gonna need a
more
bigger
of
boat.
it's more of just what you want them to know.
Yeah.
At this point,
Got it.
not
No, our boat's pretty big.
yeah, not
So I got
do
a
they
lot of
know?
projects coming up?
Yeah, not do they know? It's what do we let?
Right.
So you could potentially utilize that to your advantage. Well, so just keep that in mind. That
Information's gonna
show
get
'em all
spread
of
a
it.
little bit, guys.
yeah. So enemy
it.
can potentially tap into your comms. As far as long range comms, short range comms, you're pretty sure is probably pretty safe. But yeah, so you can utilize that
Code names
however.
are going to
you
be
want.
used a lot.
Well, that's why you have call signs. Okay. Any other questions before we get?
Nope.
Roll.
Okay. So
let's drop the rocks.
yep. So you all are escorted out into the hangar bays where you enter into your respective drop ships. Your mechs have already been loaded up. You get into the ship, get into your mech, and prepare for the drop as you can. This is the first time for most of you that you've dropped from orbit. So,
Like Master Chief.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we're dropping into gravity. We're used to dropping into space, right? So,
yeah. Well, even then, you've only had like real IRL battle
One time, right?
Yeah.
in space, and
In
that was kind of
space.
short.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
This is on the ground and we're not used to this. Okay.
yeah. Yeah, this is a whole new thing for you guys.
A whole new world.
Going to get bumpy on the way down.
Uh-huh. So, as you make your way out on the dropship, you are doing your like pre-flight checklist, making sure that everything is operating correctly. You check
2
in
a.m.
over comms.
Pre-flight.
It is about that time at this point. So you know that probably when you get on the ground, there's not going to be a lot of light. You're going to be going in pretty blind. You do know as far as your like the biome area where you're going to be dropping in, it's desert. So be prepared for sandstorm, environmental hazards of that nature as well.
Ralph thought we said dessert.
1S, not 2. So, with all of that said, the dropship rocks, creaks, and you hear over your comms, prepare for drop. And you all kind of just prepare yourself mentally, physically, brace yourself against your chassis, and you all hear a and immediately begin to descend into atmosphere. Yep. Just boop.
Just hurtling through the atmosphere, just.
And as
Strim paused. There we go.
My bad. I forgot I can't minimize it. I can't.
Yeah.
There. So as you hurtle through the atmosphere, your shield, your atmospheric shield begins to break down, and eventually, once you have gotten through the ozone and are now within the planet itself, continuing to descend from high altitude and eventually hitting the ground. The impact itself rocked you inside of your chassis, but you were able to quickly get your systems up and running and kind of survey the area in front of you. You have reached your drop destination, and you are pretty accurately right on where they expected you to drop. So at this point, you're about a click out from your target. And as you look around, you are looking for Unit 4, and you see them descending from high altitude as well as they all hit the ground around you, trying to make sure that they don't hit it.
Oh yeah, and the crazy flight music's starting.
Once you land, I want them all to check another count, so I'll follow your 0 to C13 and check in,
Check.
Yep.
Testing.
Chickadee check. I'm in.
Romeo radio check.
Romeo's in.
Saber Phoenix reporting in.
Is Unit 4 on the same comm link as well, or?
Unit 4 has they have a joint comm link with you as well as their own tactical leader.
Okay.
So you would hear them check in as well. But yeah, everybody is successfully attached to comms, and yeah, you're good to go. You got a bit of a walk in front of you, but you're good to go.
Can I pull up what they see on their screens on the screen inside
Yeah.
the CAC?
Yeah, as soon as they hit the ground and their HUDs walk in, I read chat. As soon as their HUDs blink in and are getting a live feed, they are patched into command as well. You see what they see, which right now is pretty much just desert. Just desert. You do see a faint blue light over the horizon, and it pulses.
I'm gonna assume that's where we have to go.
I'm assuming that's not a good sign.
And as you begin to walk towards where your destination is marked again, marked on your HUD, again you see pulse. And then you look over to the west at this point, and you see another pulse.
Can we scan what that pulsing thing, that light is, or whatever that bar is?
You would recognize it immediately to be the IR replacement.
Okay.
Chip in my eye.
Is it weapons fire or is it just
It is
kind of
weapons fire.
ambient?
No,
Okay.
it is weapons fire. So they are firing at probably your dropships as they are attempting to get back to the Nishimura. So,
How far are they from the Ionic places, and which one's the closest one to them?
so the one that they are going to is the one that is directly to the north of them, and they are again about a click out.
Okay.
Would we be able to see clearly around there, or are we still a little too far out to really see? Much
At this
of
point,
what's going on?
it's at a higher altitude than what you like, a higher viewpoint than what you guys are. You've got some uphill climbing to do,
Okay.
which is just like expansive dunes and like just rolling sand. But as far as you can tell, the winds are calm, the weather is favorable. But because the weather is favorable and clear, that means they're gonna see you coming too.
Okay.
So any
Would it be-
chance of a surprise attack is probably off the table.
And they do not have camouflage right now.
The only person who has any kind of camouflage is Quinn.
It's just the 4 of us at this point.
Gwen, I'm gonna have to
It's
rely
you
on
and Saber Unit 4. So it's
So
8
there's
of you.
5 of them. Oh, wait, and we
So how
have
many spells
what's
do they have?
They
we
have
what kind of
heard
chassis
anything
do they
from-
have?
We haven't heard anything from the 2 twins at all, have they? Yeah.
yeah, they landed close to you. So they are
Okay.
they staggered the landing so that to make sure that nobody got crushed on landing.
Smart.
And they all checked it as well, so that's good.
Yeah. So Saber Epoch has checked in at this point, so you heard both of the twins over the comms. So Saber Epoch, Saber Midnight, Saber Danger, and Saber Horizon have all checked in. Hey,
Push
you
the
know
button,
what?
Jack.
You know what? Don't judge me.
Love it.
So, which one of them from Unit 4 is a scout?
Unit 4 has I'm sorry. Horizon is the scout.
The Horizon and Deceiver. Are you guys there?
Sure.
Great. Roger. So, at least from what I'm coming up with a strategy, at least on this side, you two are going to be the most key players to get close to the Aeon emplacement.
Sure.
It's going to be very dangerous. Deceiver, please don't make any rash decisions.
Yes, sir.
So at least try to set up a straight up formation in which where the scouts can lead.
Yeah.
And then however else you guys can discuss among yourself of who you want to watch mid, left, right, and your rear.
So at this point, Saber Midnight would come over comms and specifically to Captain Hawkins and say, as snipers, we should probably take the back. And you see, you kind of look behind you and see a Vanguard chassis
Okay.
bringing up the rear, holding a massive sniper rifle.
Okay. Yeah. Ralph, stay close to me in the middle. Phoenix, move up towards the front to provide cover for short range.
Epoch, the Ryu sisters, are up in front, ready for action. They are like just itching. So, you all begin to advance into towards your destination. As you come up, crest the horizon, you see the giant Ion in front of you, and it is massive.
That's a big gun.
That's a big gun. We're talking like probably 6 city blocks massive. And it towers. Yeah, it towers into low altitude. Like imagine, you know, the AA guns, the giant AA guns from Halo. Like
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, that's what you're looking at as far as
I'm
size.
there.
Yeah.
So I talked to Deceiver and Horizon and like what is the layout of the land so far? Like, what do you guys
Sand.
see?
Sand everywhere.
Like dunes?
I
Are we
was
talking,
wondering what that
damn
was.
Dunes?
Pretty much a desert.
Yeah, it's like even the space has space out here until you.
But they're closer to the placement, right? Or the Aeon.
Yeah, so at this point they have come over. They have crested up over a hill and now have visual on the Ion.
So in the Ion emplacement, is there any kind of entrance, like doors, or is it just a straight hill?
So Saber Midnight from Unit 4 would report back with his scope in HUD, and you would see that there is like a barricade around the Ion emplacement that's providing cover, and you really can't see past that because it's so high. It's taller than even your mechs at this point. But you also do see units on the ground, and you see turrets, point defense turrets around the barricade, which you were told to expect. So,
What is everyone equipped with right now?
Huh?
Like, what is everyone equipped with? Like, what is their equipment? So, do they have
Same
easy-
equipment that they had. I would say that you each were given. I would say that you were each given a grenade.
Big grenade.
Do we have any air support, any bombardment coming from any of the other ships at all to take out some of these defenses that we can target to clear a path? All right.
I was gonna say Ralph is our air support.
All right.
Yeah.
So we just need to get into this clear path.
So, here's my question: What they see the turrets? How many turrets are there?
There are.
Hey, Cygnus, maybe if you hadn't gone after Quinn and if you weren't on freaking desk duty, you'd be out here with us, being able to help us instead of stuck back there asking all these questions that you can't do anything about. How about let those of us on the ground handle it and you stay back there?
I'm doing tactical, buddy.
Says Saber Phoenix.
Yeah. So I would say.
Moving on the dunes, be careful of the slip faces.
So I would say that you are each equipped with a frag grenade, as well as one set of repair nanites. Before this mission.
Okay. What if Midnight and Zero are the snipers? When they snipe, is it quiet or is it loud?
Oh fuck no, it's not quiet.
Boom.
Got it.
Nothing any of these mechs do is quiet.
Yeah.
Pretty much, we're probably gonna go in guns blazing.
Yeah, and like I said, they know you're here.
They
as
know we're here. We gotta,
as soon as
Especially
you,
because Cygnus won't stay off the orbital comms.
well,
yeah, we
even
don't know what's going on down here.
yeah, even then, the point defense turrets, as you're getting Midnight's feedback from their HUD, you see they are trained in your general direction, so they definitely know you're here. As far as what is able to be seen by Midnight, you do see that there are a total of 10 turrets. The ion emplacement, as well as you can see a few of the mechs that are just mechs on the ground. So you can't really get a good read on.
Bundled together. Are they kind of like
they're
spread out?
pretty spread out over the barricade. You can see a total of 10 that are like wrapped around, as well as like just the heat signatures that get picked up by the HUD. And you guys are all seeing this as well in your own mech HUDs from Horizon.
Are these?
I'm gonna probably have to leave it to your wise discretion, but Midnight and Zero, you may want to take out like, at least a couple of turrets so you can make it easier for our front line to go get in, and Saber Epoch can pretty much go wreck wild. Don't need to tell her anything, but for everyone else, you either go get in guns blazing, get it done, and get out quick. Don't want to be there for too long.
At this point, Epoch is just like box style, like just kind of just chilling. It's like, okay, all right, can we go? Can we go now? Can we go now?
Yes,
Are you gonna shut up so that we can go now?
Go. Shit.
Are these turrets similar to the ones that we dealt with in space?
Yes. These are the turrets that are similar to the ones that you dealt with in the simulation. In the simulation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was training in space. I guess. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
How many of them are in between us and our target? We don't have to, if they're in a ring around it, we don't have to take all 10 of them out. So how many of them are going to be a danger to us as we approach?
About half that many.
Okay, so
it's pretty spread out.
Yeah. So we can split up and take on, there's what, 4 of them then that we need to take out? We can take 3 mechs per each, right?
Yeah.
Does that math work out?
Give or take.
So that would be the suggestion that I would make, is that we split up into smaller parties, each take that, and then we all join up and progress forward into the main objective.
Yeah.
To take the turrets out.
Yep.
Because otherwise we'll get bogged down in each individual one, and we'll be stepping all over each other. These are small turrets that we should be able to take out pretty quickly with two mechs.
Yes.
And it's just the turrets on the perimeter, right? There's no mechs patrolling.
From what you can see on heat signatures as of right now, no. However, as Midnight kind of scopes in again and gives a quick survey, you do see what you believe would be lights, probably from a mech. You can't really make it out. They're behind the barrier.
How big is the grenade blast radius?
How big is the what now?
Blast radius for the grenades.
That's a really good question. It's a close radius.
Close radius?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm
So
assuming all the enemy mechs are not clustered together. They're probably a decent ways apart from each other.
You don't see any enemy mechs.
We have no direct
From
line
what
of-
you can
or
see,
no.
you have no direct line of sight. It looks like everything is behind cover.
So JD, were you suggesting that the 2 snipers stay up? And
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I agree. with
I
you.
mean, I think so. I
Yeah.
think,
No,
and
that's
we
what I
can
was thinking too.
Send all the smaller ones to send the biggest guys to the most well fortified one, because we should be able to see what the armaments are on them, if any of them have more than others, or at least the most central one, and then send the fast mechs to the outer ones that'll take longer to get to, and that since we can move faster.
Yep.
And we'll take them out, Jack and Jack, or however you guys want to do it.
So you do
You
have
2 scouts, a brawler.
you have
you're
2
a
scouts,
striker.
a brawler, 3 strikers, and a vanguard.
So you can send a striker with each one and pair us up with the other.
Yep.
Yep.
But I think that'd work.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So our scouts are making their way forward with a striker as backup.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. So with that said, as you progress towards your target, there is no cover here. You are in an open field, progressing towards this ion plate. There's not going to be any air support, and you don't know what's on the other side of that barricade. So, bearing those things in mind, I would like everyone to go ahead and roll initiative for me.
And Mashi, stop hiding behind your monitor.
Roll for my cloaking field.
Yes, you can definitely roll for your
Hiding
cloaking
behind
field.
my monitor.
Which one do I roll?
It's a mobility check or mobility test rather. So it's your D20.
Mine's a presence check.
Roll a 4.
Yours for your cloaking field. Let me double check here. No, you are activating it, but you do need a react roll.
My react roll.
Yeah.
3.
Okay, that's a pass. And then I do need an initiative check.
Oh, we're still comparing initiative to our actual mobility.
Mobility,
I was
Oh, okay, so, yeah.
cloaking field prior to
It's
that.
mobility or systems, whichever is higher for you, is what your
Okay.
initiative
Oh.
roll is based off of.
I was looking at this and like,
I got a 4, which is
damn.
a pass for either for me.
Okay.
So I had a 2 on my check, so
Same.
I passed that.
Yeah.
Because if I had just tripped over my own feet, that would have been really embarrassing.
Well, that's what I thought too. I was
Would
like,
have been
wait.
par for the course.
Whoa. It's a couple of shots.
La, gotta find my encounter tab again.
All I'm going to say, JD, is when Lightryder, trips in the first 2 rounds, it just makes the next, couple even better. It's
Just a building round. It's a building. It was a rebuilding year for the.
He's
for
feeling out the other
Cubs.
guy. That's all it is.
Feeling it out. How does the other guy feel, JD?
Soft,
Heyo.
squishy.
Okay, that's not what I thought you were that. I'm glad that you did. Okay, so
I don't know anywhere else I could have gone. We're gonna have to talk about that later.
That wasn't
No.
the POS at least.
nope.
Be nice.
Priest,
No, we're not gonna talk about that.
exorcist.
We're not gonna talk about it at all.
All right. Enough. It's enough.
Okay, then Jack is cloaked? Cool. So, Jack, any mobility tests, unless I tell you otherwise, are at advantage for you. So, if I ask you to roll a mobility check against being hit, you're at advantage, unless I tell you otherwise.
Just to be clear on that. Oh, sorry. That would be the 2 roll and the better of the 2.
Yes, correct.
Perfect. Right. I'm just trying to
Nope,
get
you're
my
good.
head wrapped around.
No, you're good.
By the way, I love how Jack, with Quinn being the smallest character, who should have the highest pitch
Has
voice,
the deepest
whenever
voice?
he's in his mech, is like
Oh, it's
deeper.
manly.
Oh,
He's a man's man.
It's like he had to
When you
like
put it like
compensate
that,
for
it's
the
not
for the
easy.
higher pitched voice when he's in the mech by
Yeah.
like
I just want to
deepening the
bamboozle
voice.
anybody that sees me in mech and then out of mech.
Right. So, Jack, I will, real quick, I will remind you that if you want to use your hollow clones, that's your presence test.
Bamboozle.
So if you want to use your bamboozle, that's your presence test.
Okay, Mirage.
Bamboozle.
Okay.
When do I get my horizon lift?
Right. Well, I mean, you can get some jump jet.
I don't want jump jets.
JD's got the horizon.
Bro, these
I need a
ants,
double-
I swear
need
to
a
God.
Triple jump. The uncles are a problem too.
Uh-huh. Not AU. It's bugs. Probably. Anyway, so as you are cloaked, your scout compatriot Saber Horizon also enables their cloaking field, and the two of you move up towards the ion emplacement with your striker compatriots coming up behind. So I will say that for this this just general first round, it's mostly going to be you guys just moving up, other than our snipers, who will have the ability to, and Ralph if he wants to use red. Those are the only folks who have range.
Well, the chain gun actually has about the same range as the mortar, doesn't it? It's a heavy weapon.
Chain gun does not have the same distance. So as far as your mortar you can do at a far distance, and then the snipers can kind of get on that edge of far and distance, which is about where you guys are right now. Heavy weapons don't necessarily give you extra range unless it's like a sniper, like specific built for range.
Gotcha. Okay.
Fair.
It just gives you a plus to attack and damage, so it gives you a bit of a disadvantage on attacking and a buff on your damage. Okay.
All right. So what are we at?
So I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna ask Quinn what you're doing first. Your scout.
I'm doing first. Okay.
Yeah.
Get out of my voice there. So just so I understand the situation, Hawkins and the other
Epoch?
sniper,
Midnight.
Midnight,
that
are
one.
going to be taking range fire.
Correct.
Correct.
And what is the other set of units doing during this time?
Everyone else is pretty much close range.
Okay.
So you've got another striker and you've got a brawler, and the vanguard is the one taking it back, and then you've got your scout who's with.
Okay, and whereabouts are we compared to them? Are we front and center?
Yeah, you guys are as far as where you are compared to the other Saber unit, or compared to the enemies.
In relation to both.
Okay, so as far as you guys have gotten into a formation, depending on based on your discussion earlier, yeah, kind of fanning out, but also the two scouts are taking point.
Triangular.
Yeah, kind of a triangular with scouts and taking point on it.
Did a
Right.
little dance move with it.
Triangle formation.
Triangle formation.
Yeah. Primarily, it's the back line is spread out with the two scouts taking, because they are cloaked currently.
Yep.
And it's you're dead ahead of your target, but you are at that border between far and distant. So you've got a bit.
I just realized something.
What?
The chain gun's also supposed to have +2 to damage.
Yes.
We haven't been playing that.
And whose fault is that?
Mine.
Yeah,
Now.
Her said, and whose fault is that?
I still destroyed things. I don't want to hear it.
Listen, I have far too much to keep track of. I can't keep track of everything, guys.
I fixed it. It's okay.
Okay, cool. So, Quinn, you and Horizon are taking point. You're both close. What would you like?
I would like to continue progressing forward. Maybe even take like an offside stance with the other scope. Maybe going off to the right side, I would say, and allowing the rest of the units to move forward.
Okay. All right, so I will say that for this first round, it's primarily just going to be you guys in 2 positions. So you and Horizon both take off an off center to the right towards the turrets and the ion emplacement. Your striker compatriots are following not super closely behind you. So we've got Lightryder as well as Danger ? I think. Yep, Danger. Danger's the other striker.
Is that their full name or their middle name?
No, that's their call sign. The only people who you know their name are the
Her name is Danger.
Yeah.
Ranger Danger.
Stranger Danger. So Phoenix and
Danger.
The two of you, Phoenix and Danger, are making your way forward. You're not quite as fast and slippery as the scout chassis, and you know to keep a bit of a distance and let them proceed forward to take point a little bit. So you are all still proceeding in a forward direction, and preparing for battle. Our snipers, so Hawkins and Midnight.
Probably gonna confer with Midnight just to maybe take the shot to even try to get eyes potentially off of the incoming scouts.
Okay. You would have blips on your radar for where they are, since you are able to pick up their reactor signatures. So you would know that they're heading off to the right. So would you like to take out one of the turrets over there?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a power test for him.
Power test. And that is a D20.
That is a D20, and you are rolling under your power.
Oh, 15.
Nice, that's
Just
a success.
passed.
Yeah, good
Just
job.
pass.
Okay, so I will ask, are you going to engage your siege mode first?
Yes, sorry.
Okay, no problem. So
how'd that work in sand?
it can be used anywhere.
Okay.
They would have made a modification to it, knowing where you were going to drop.
Got it.
So go ahead, and I need you to roll your reactor die real quick.
Okay. That is 1d8.
And remember, you're trying to roll above a 2 on your reactor die.
Oh, snipe show 8.
Okay, awesome. So your reactor does not overheat. You're good. You engage your siege mode, take aim at the turret. You now get an additional +2 to your damage as well with your siege attack.
Okay.
But you do have, just to keep in mind, you do have disadvantage on all mobility tests, and you cannot move until you disengage your siege mode. So just remember that.
Now, would disengaging also affect my reactor, or is it only the engaging?
No, it's only the engaging.
Cool. Yeah, so totally rolled a 1 for damage.
Okay.
3.
So 3 damage. Okay, 3 damage. Hey, we can live with 3 damage.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
Hey, I've rolled 2 on damage, so it's not. I mean, it's brutal. Oh, it's the feels.
Luckily,
1 before 2.
Yes.
Luckily enough for you, your Vanguard Patriot, and your other sniper, Saber Midnight, engages their siege mode as well, takes aim at the same turret, and though your bullet did not do the damage you were expecting, theirs pierced straight through, and one turret is...
That was great.
Well, one down, I guess.
Yep, one down.
That's Quinn's real voice, by the way.
Yeah. I picture like an Edward Elric.
No edits
Yo,
done
that's
to
my,
it at all.
that's
No.
my real voice.
Yes, that's
That
your
is a
real
question,
voice.
By the way.
Hmm?
So, as Hawkins destroys that turret, right, and the noise of that explosion gets around, do all the turrets try to turn around and pinpoint that explosion, or is their attention drawn that turn location?
They are still drawn to where they know the enemies are coming from.
Got it.
These are automated turrets. These are not like control turrets.
And they don't have the range of a sniper rifle, so.
No, they do not.
I am safe.
For now.
You're safe, but I
For
was
now.
Quinn and,
No.
because of the fact that that noise and the turrets that are automated turn to that position, seeing everyone there. would be
Oh,
bad.
they already knew that you guys would come. Like as soon as
Out
you
of nowhere,
crested up,
15 Aeonic mechs come out of the sand.
as soon as you crested up,
Her ideas, what is wrong with you?
Starts walking out into the sand.
How
did
did
I'm
you
John.
ever?
20 feet tall
Alright.
mechs sneak up on us.
Guys,
when you
we're
guys
squirreling on Fraz, let her do her thing.
when you guys came up over the horizon, and as soon as you were patched into what they saw, Cygnus, you would have seen that those turrets were trained on that direction. They knew you were coming. So, okay,
Quick question.
yeah,
Can they scan through the cloaking field?
you're gonna find out.
Frig.
Okay, that doesn't
Spicy.
recharge. That doesn't recharge, so we're good there. Okay, so that brings us to the bottom of the initiative order. So, as you are continuing to push the advance and take point, you see 3 Aeon mechs jump up over the barricade and prepare to greet you as you push forward. However, as far as you can tell, they have not noticed the scouts yet. They do notice the striker, and they definitely would know that the our snipers are.
And are they in a group for bombing?
I would say that they are clustered right now. So, with that, it is back at the top of the initiative order. So we're gonna go with Quinn first, since he's closest.
And I'm comm linked in with Horizon, correct?
Correct.
All right. I'd like to comm link to Horizon and essentially tell them to hit the deck and try to hide in the dunes.
Okay.
And what kind of distance are we from the party at this point, where we've taken like an off?
Yeah, so at this point you would have progressed from that borderline borderline distant far distance to like a closer to like a far near distance.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And that distance is would be between 2 and 1 movement. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
so
so it would be if you wanted to get into. So I'm kind of using the ion emplacement as the center. So I would say that you're within 1 move action to being within near range of the ion emplacement itself.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to comm link to Horizon and pretty much tell them to hide in the dunes.
Okay.
And try to stay hidden at this point.
Okay. And they do so. They do so, having seen your combat drills and knowing, having been given a briefing on the way that you all fight.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
In other words, stand back and let the wrecking crew in.
Okay. So Romeo, what are you doing?
Are those
Looking
mechs
cute.
that jumped over, are they all basically in a near distance to each other?
Yes, definitely.
One other question. Are
Yep.
these the same Aeonic mechs that we would have seen in training?
No, these are different. These are a little bit smaller, and they wield 2 beams. So one.
That's not intimidating at all.
Yeah, so
Would
they
have
just
any
like
Swords?
So they as you were progressing forward, they leaped up over the wall and landed 2 beam swords, staring menacingly at the advancing strikers.
Are they anywhere near any other turrets that haven't been destroyed yet?
Yes. I would say they're close. They're near. I would say that these 3 and 1 turret are within a near distance.
Before he does anything, can I start heading his way? Towards them to get closer to them and close the distance.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he's got some backup.
Yeah.
Since I know he's all alone. All right, so I'll go ahead and roll whenever I need to roll to accelerate my movement over.
You have jump jets. You have jump jets. Are you advancing towards? Are you advancing towards Romeo or are you advancing towards Quinn?
Whoever's got the dual lightsaber dude.
So that would be towards Quinn.
Light sword.
But if I'm going to drop a mortar on him, you might not want to be over there.
Right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that
right,
you would.
If you think you got him, I'll stay where I'm at.
So I would say that you would know. I would.
Hey Romeo, you got this.
What do you think?
All right, I'll stay where I'm at. Never mind.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
I didn't realize that it was Ralph and not Quinn. If it had been Quinn, I would have had it over. I think Ralph can probably handle it.
Well, Ralph is still at that borderline far distance. At this point, you've gotten closer to like the far distance. You're kind of in the middle there. So if you wanted to hold your position there until the mortar goes off, and then I would say that we can when the mortar goes off, you can engage your jump jets to deal with any enemies that are still standing.
Yeah. All right. So I rolled a success on the attack.
Okay.
What is it again? You
a 2
said,
for damage.
Was it a bunch of D4?
I think it's 4d4. Damn.
The Aeons appear, and as quickly as they appear, they disappear.
Out of nowhere, an artillery strike.
A dude with laser swords.
2 of them, actually.
So, let's see. I got a total of 8.
8?
Not me.
Total of 8.
Mortar going.
Nice.
Wow, I pushed the button. Mortar going out.
Accidentally pushed the button.
So dope. Yeah.
Hit the nose.
Okay.
Oh, that's so good. My man.
Sorry, needed to take some quick notes.
It's okay.
One of the turret in that area is annihilated.
Shocker.
However, the three mechs that hopped over are still standing.
Oh, there were 3. I thought there were 2.
So I'm
Yeah, but how? What kind of condition are they in after that?
Pretty busted, but not like on the verge of death. But I would say in D&D terms, they would be bloody.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, fresh. But their weapons take any damage, or their weapons are still good?
Their weapons are fine.
Yeah, I don't think there's really a weapon damage system.
Yeah, I'm close enough to Ralph to where I'll jump over to him. Quinn's too far away, right?
No,
So-
you could get to the general vicinity where Quinn is, where these mechs are, with your jump jet. You can do that.
All right, that's where I'm going to, is to the max.
Okay, so I need you to roll a reactor die if you're engaging the jump jet.
Yep.
How close are we to the max?
And that's a
I think you said near far.
Yeah.
That's a 5 on my reactor.
Okay, so that's that.
Yep.
So that gets you within a close.
Somebody in Francis chat. You got to do my kill counter.
Oh, here, hang on. Poop.
When if you ever
I
get
forgot we had
to
those.
weapons and use it against them.
Should be at 3. I think Ralph.
Seriously, I'm not
I'm
activating.
waiting. I'm waiting to see if someone gets in trouble, unlike my usual moves.
Ooh.
Oh my god, what's with this?
Character development.
Yeah, so I would say that Lightryder, you are. Oh my god, there are
What?
legitimately like 4 freaking ants on me right now. What the fuck? I have
That's
like
sweet.
smashed so many ants.
Because you're sweet.
This is getting. It's starting to get warm outside, so. I need to figure out a way to like not to have that happen and then not have it update the kill counter. So I haven't figured that out yet. Okay, so at this point, Lightryder, you are within a near distance. Quinn, you and Horizon are on that borderline of that near and far distance.
Okay, cool.
Is Twitch being dumb for anybody else? Because I don't see channel points on Fraz's thing.
Just got him shut off.
I have them shut off because I had
you
them.
have them off entirely?
I
Okay.
had them shut off for the VS tournament on Saturday. So I
Just
I
turn off the redeems. We can't earn them if they're off.
well, I just toggled the switch. I
Channel
don't know.
points junkie.
I'm saving for
You're
that
addicted.
perma VIP on her channel. That's what I'm doing.
Nah.
Mm-hmm.
Mashi doing the same.
Okay. So
JD don't care because he already got it.
Touche.
So with that being said, Lightryder, you are within a near distance point to attack.
Yes. Okay, let me oh, I would still need a move action. All right, so I can shoot my gun from here.
Yes, you can.
All right, can I see who the weakest one of them all is?
They all took an equivalent amount of damage.
All right, can I see which one is the smallest of them?
They're all the same. They're all exactly the same. Pick one.
The closest one to me. I pull out my
That's
revolver,
better.
Shoot it in the freaking noggin.
Okay.
In the noggin.
Point blank.
Power test, please.
Oh, it's in its noggin. Gotta do a power test. Is that which die is it when I do the power test?
That's your D20, and you're trying to roll under your power.
Well, I get that part, but I don't know which one to use. The bloody things are so
big
wee,
one.
little bitty nubbins. I got a 13. I don't know if it's a lucky number or not.
So 13 is your power, so unfortunately that's a failure. Because if you
It's an unlucky number.
I would say unlucky.
So I missed my freaking shot. I swear to God.
There is something wrong with the sights on this gun. I swear to God, Joker, you keep messing with my gear. Stop touching my
Buddy.
gear.
That's all on you, buddy. I haven't
Okay.
touched your gear at all.
So,
You're on your own, buddy.
0. You're up.
How many other turrets are in their vicinity?
As of right now, I would say that 2 have an immediate threat, and then there are 3 with like a secondary threat.
Okay. Just gonna radio to Quinn, just seeing if they're good before choosing the shot.
Ready to go, Captain.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try for another turret. I think.
Okay, go
Just
for it.
keep-
Go ahead and roll a
Take
power.
those. Take those out first.
Power test.
Power.
Yep.
That is still a 20. 4.
Okay, awesome. That's a success.
Sick. And D8. I don't know why I had to check that, but I felt like it. 7 plus 2 is 9, if my math is correct.
Yeah, that is an annihilated turret.
I'm so smart.
Seeing that, Saber Midnight is going to take a shot at a different one, and also annihilates another one. So the turrets that were at an immediate threat to the 2 scouts have been taken down.
Alright. Gonna just radio that back to Quinn that the turrets are clear in his general area.
Got it, Captain. And we have 3 mechs that are visibly jacked up.
Yep,
Courtesy of one Romeo.
that is
oily.
correct. That is correct.
They're not bloody, they're oily.
What's the
And
condition? Well,
Actually,
all of them
they're
are
Aeon,
missing an
like
arm.
gooey.
So-
Hey.
and Romeo, as your
Leaking coolant.
as the shoulder hard point comes back down, you hear another shell load in.
Chink.
What? When did this happen?
So it seems that during your repairs that some small.
Damn.
So how many mortars does Romeo have? Is it just 2 at this point?
And as it clicks into place and begins the process of actually loading, it does take a while. And as it begins the process to reload, you do see a blip up on your HUD that says 1 of 2. You have two mortars.
Nice. Both lethal or one
Both
one
lethal.
tactical?
Both lethal.
Okay. Nice. I don't have to be as sparing anymore. How many rounds are we going to say until it's ready to go again?
I would say at least 1 round. We'll see what happens in between now and then. There might be some environmental hazards. I don't know.
Oh, great. Okay.
So ask me at the top of your turn and we'll find out.
Okay.
Okay. So at this point, freaking ants. They're literally all over. Like, I don't know what the heck is going on.
GM needs an ant mortar.
Yeah, for real. So at this point, I've gone through everybody, right? Receiver didn't. No, I didn't get. Yeah. So our scouts. What are our scouts doing now that the mortar has come down and absolutely annihilated a turret and really, really heavily injured these mechs?
Okay, I'd like to calm link to Horizon again, and
We need to move in now.
Okay.
so that's a movement.
Yep, 1 movement.
10.
Are you going for an attack?
After my movement, yes.
You don't need to roll anything for your movement because you're within that border of like you're within 1 move action away from these guys.
Oh,
So
okay, cool. Yeah, I would like to try to chain the closest mech to Lightryder.
okay. And as your chain comes out, it does in fact have heart.
That was great.
So let me just double check something really quickly.
Jokey, you've really outdone yourself this time, man.
Okay, so with the arc weapon quality, the way that this works, Jack, when you do damage to an enemy, you can choose to roll your reactor die. If you do so, they lose their next turn.
Ooh, what?
Yep.
Okay. Lightryder, Joker really outdid himself. Okay. Yeah. So that's a power test.
Yeah, power test, please.
That's a 14.
Which is failure, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so unfortunately, as the chain whips out from around your arm, its arc energy emanating off of the chain itself go to try and wrap it around one of these mechs wielding the dual swords, and they just dodge right out of the way. Okay, got everyone. So, at this point, the turrets turn towards you and Horizon. So 2 of them are taking shots at, so 1 each to the 2 of you, and then 2 at Phoenix and, not Midnight. Phoenix and Danger. So I need Lightryder and Quinn both to roll mobility tests for me.
Shoot, that's an 18.
Mine's a 7. I passed.
This is why I don't play smart, guys.
Okay, so that is unfortunately that is 4 damage to you. So armor first.
At least it wasn't a beam turret. You'd be screwed.
And go ahead and reduce that by 1. as part of the bullet actually gets absorbed into an energy shield. So,
Yep, gonna be covered.
so everyone needs to go ahead and mark down energy shields on their mech. So you reduce incoming damage by 1.
Oh, wait a minute. I already have an energy shield being a Titan.
So, okay, so I guess I should say everyone who doesn't have a shield.
Sick.
I forgot that you got that problem. Sorry. Yep.
Or at least it was already on my list. Maybe you just told us to do it before and I already had it written down.
Maybe. I was gonna say, if anyone didn't already have an energy shield, so. Okay. Cool. So that happens, and then...
No.
Huh?
My energy shield is different. I have to use an action.
Yeah, so that's part of your chassis abilities. This is just a base shield. It's like an energy coating over your arm.
So this is equipment. Okay.
Yeah, this is
I do
equipment.
have to get going soon, Prez.
Yep, I got you. I'm gonna probably after this round of combat, we'll call it, and then we can start it back up.
Okay, good. I'll have to think about my decisions this week.
Yep, I got you. Okay, so the Aeon Berserkers are going to advance on our 2 strikers as Danger also moves into range of Berserkers. So I need Lightryder. I need you to go ahead and take a ability test for that.
Please tell me Danger is another small scout mech so we can call him Danger Mouse.
No, he's a striker.
Oh.
2.
2. Okay, that is a success. Unfortunately, Danger does not get out of the way in time, and the beam swords come down onto him. There are so many ants on my desk. Holy crap. I have no idea, dude, but there's like a colony of ants on my desk right now.
Are they itty bitty?
They're
When
itty.
you shut your computer off.
They're the grease ants. You need to make sure you get a grease trap and just bait for them.
Yeah, they're probably after the snacks that I have on my desk currently, so I'm doing that. But yeah, they're itty bitty and they stink when I smush them. They're definitely.
Yeah, they need the oil baits, just so you know. When you go, you can go get some at like the hardware store.
Yeah. Okay, so with that being said, the Berserker tears into the shield of our other of Danger, dealing a decent bit of damage. And at the end of this round of combat, I need Hawkins to roll a system check.
Systems check. Systems, that is just a d20.
It's a d20.
14.
Okay, which is a success for you? Question?
No, big fail.
Okay.
Huge fail.
Yikers.
She's like, no, you should, Rusty. You should have been like, sure.
I mean, I was gonna look at it because I have the quick reference guide up. I need you to roll your reactor die as the Aeon emplacement emits an Aeonic blast that goes up over everyone above you and settles upon our farms. Okay, so you're good.
5. Whew, got lucky.
Cool. Yeah. And he also.
Everybody needs one bad roll.
Yep.
And that was my systems.
Okay.
And my health and my armor.
Okay.
I take it I need to roll one as well.
No, you're fine. It's only 2 targets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, okay. So I'll get my mortar back next round. Okay.
Yeah, so you're good. Okay. So, with that being said, I will say that Epoch and also has moved up with our strikers at this point, and we prepare for our next round of combat as 3 additional of these Aeon Berserk leap up over.
Shoot the mortar.
I don't like that lol.
It's the wall of mean.
It's the wall of evil.
It's the wall of enemies.
All right.
So, that said, so next session, we will start up right in combat. So it's now, we have taken out, how many turrets now? Hang on, let me go look.
3?
4.
3, 2 or 3, 4.
4
4 is it 4 now? Oh yeah,
Yep.
right.
So you are up against 4 turrets at this point, and 6 of these berserkers, 3 of which have been heavily damaged by Ralph's. So.
Awesome.
Yep.
GG's.
GG's.
All right, guys. Sorry, Jack, for keeping you a little bit over.
Love you, Jack.
Yeah, I just gotta go get into bed. That's
Yeah. No, you're totally.
just looking to bed.
Yep.
Anyways, guys,
It's
thank you
all
very
good.
much for the session.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to the next session and not dying.
Yeah.
I'm
see-
hoping as I get
Yes.
out of the training period at work, I can start earlier on Mondays, so I won't have to hold the start up anymore.
Yeah.
My
gonna-
boss doesn't seem to have any issue with that. I just need to be fully trained.
Okay. I'm
Makes
gonna
sense.
go say bye to my chat, and I'll be right back.
All right.
Same
Bye,
deal.
everybody.
All right, guys, have a good night,
guys.
and
Good
I will
night.
catch you guys
Love you,
somewhere
Jack.
through the week.
Night,
Bye
buddy.
bye.
Love you guys. Hey.
Sweet dreams.
Later, bro.
What kind of position am I to Zero's fight currently?
As of
Missionary.
right now, God, JD,
Doggy.
Jack.
boys, children.
Sorry, what happened?
So I would say that you are currently at a near distance.